Welcome back everyone to the Piney Fibro Challenge, where between episodes I managed to take down the acacia wall that was here to get rid of it. I also harvested all of the plants there, so I still have the melons and pumpkins here, which I'm going to wait to remove those until after I actually need to get rid of all that stuff. I collected a few chickens, and now I've got 6 of them, and they seem to be producing a nice number of eggs, so that's good. So I think my pumpkin pie factory is all nice and operating order. Now, of course, I will be wanting to get them all into one nice area and get the pumpkins. I'll probably have to move them to a better location as I decide where to put the pumpkin pie stand. So I'll probably move some of the... Actually, most likely I'll just take these off, have this be the entrance to the pumpkin pie stand. These pumpkin plants could probably stay. Maybe I could put the chicken farm there. And I'll just be getting a place to put the sugar cane, and all will be fine. So I should have plenty of all the ingredients that I need. Since I did take down the old walls, the question now is, what will I use as walls here? And I think I am going to have a outline of andesite for them. So I'm going to go up by 4. I think one more I'll be needing because I want to be 4 high for the non-andesite section. I'm going to have an outline going all the way through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be our foundation on which we'll be doing this. And I'll have different types of materials depending on where we're at for each of the sections here. And I'm hoping that this will look better than that pure acacia wall that we had originally. So let me outline all of these walls, and then we can decide what we'll do for our details inside. There you go. Everything is outlined. So now we need to have the inner side, the side that is pointing towards the tracks, because I think that's going to be the easiest bit to do. So I think I'm just going to use stone brick here, because this is the side where you're going to have the trains coming by and all that stuff, so I figured it needs to have the most solid of the blocks, and there you go. Just have the stone brick there. Now, of course, we're going to need a little decoration, because just having stone brick and nothing else might not be the most exciting thing in the world. And I am thinking of using banners. Now, of course, banners means sheep. And there are a number of sheep down in this way, so I figure I could come around here every once in a while, harvest the sheep, collect wool, and hopefully we'll eventually have enough wool in order to make some banners. As for banners, I'm thinking just having a letter indicating the direction. And since this is the western line, that means we'll need a W here. I'm also color coding each of them. The one going in this direction is the orange line, because that is where we have the acacia, so I figure orange would be fitting for that. And this will be the... Well, I was thinking green line because... But I see green more in this direction right now immediately. So perhaps that's better for green. That looks almost like a brown line. I have to think of that. Since I haven't explored that direction yet, I'll decide what color that line is later. So we shall go for green, orange, and at this since we don't have a tan color, because this being virtually all desert would be our tan line, since that's not an option, instead I will go with a red line for this. And so let's go with a red W. And that means getting ourselves a banner for this. And let's stick this up here for now. I want 3 red there. Then we can have 3 white there. Then after that, we can just plop this here, put 3 here, and finally 3 over there, and that should give us a W if I've got that right. Yes, that's our W. Good. And I'll just make a copy. And I'll probably have to make a good number of copies of it. Save on die. But I'll have to go and collect quite a bit of wool from sheep before I have enough to have a substantial number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here and here is there. So this will be our banners there. We'll probably add a few more banners as we're going along, but that'll probably be a long time before I have enough wool for that. But that'll be our start for that. So those are the walls that are facing where the tracks are. And that's the most straightforward bit. We now have to worry about the other walls. I suspect each of the 4 sides will have to be different. On the warehouse side, what I'm going to do is, first off, I am moving one of my chests that I had over to here because I'm going to need windows, and I don't want chests blocking the windows because I thought it looking too solid, and with no windows last time was one of the things that did in my little acacia scheme there. And I guess I'm going to have to just cave and do a few bits of sandstone. Let's see, do I want sandstone or do I want cut sandstone, or maybe a little bit of mixture of each? I don't think I've got enough chisel, though I suppose I could manufacture chiseled sandstone if needed. First off, what do I do? For cut sandstone, that sounds like something to have on the sides. Sort of like what we have over in the village, I guess. We could have, yeah, top, bottom, and sides for cut sandstone. We'll see how this looks. Right, and then here we could have regular sandstone for here. There we go. And we could do the same thing right over here. Starting out with our cut sandstone, which of course is going to run out before we are finished using it. Perhaps a little bit too much visibility, considering that this is a warehouse type situation, so I'll just throw 2 more of those there. Alright, I'll just do it that way. Fences would be nice. That way we can, well, I guess the fences should be acacia, since that would be fitting. And I have to do something with all this acacia that I gathered that I've been ignoring as a result of what I've thought about the look of what I had before. Alright, let's get here. get some acacia fences and see how that looks. So use the acacia as a bit of a highlight there. There you go, 1 and 2. I'm not completely sold on it, but this isn't the room where I have to have the best looks. It's the rest of the rooms where I really will have to care about what it looks like, since the employee area is the one where you least wonder about, well, the thing that's bugging me is the cut sandstone. Let's see what it looks like if I actually turn that into regular sandstone there. Because I think having the fence interacting with sandstone and cut sandstone just doesn't look right. So let's see if that looks any better over here. Okay, dokie, I think I like it a little bit better, though this actually should be that one should be cut. There you go. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll go with that for now. Now, what about the interior wall? The interior wall, I don't want to make this out of sandstone. So what would look good? Speaking of what would look good, should I do anything with the floor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an even number here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's an even number from that point to that point. Perhaps have a 4x4 area in the middle. 1, 2. But then it looks a little bit strange relative to that. Well, how about, let's try something. What if we go around a little bit of a alternating pattern here? Right, because we could say that that is an andesite part, so that this would be the alternate one. The question is what the alternate one should be. Let's start out with diorite, and if that works, we can use, oops, not that one. We want to, that's regular andesite. We want the polished over there. There you go. We'll start out with polished andesite here. Then we can go with some, I'll need a bit more polished diorite than that. Let's try some of this. Toss that over there. Oops. Alright, that way the floor doesn't look all the same, but I don't want the nice fancy one that we have over in the passenger area. There you go. And then once we do that, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got them on different dimensions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Well then, actually, let's go with it this way. That way we can do the same thing here. And so it was a bit of an accident. I meant to do the 6x6 and I went off of it. But this may actually be Yeah, I like it. There we go. Nice. There is one decoration that every single train station needs, and that is a clock. There you go. We can have a clock up here. That means I'm going to have to make a few more clocks because we'll obviously want one in this area also. Maybe in some of the other places so people could tell what time it is, because when you're in a train station, you want to know what time your train leaves and when it's getting time. I know they make announcements and all that fun stuff, but we don't know how good your PA systems are going to be in a Minecraft world. So therefore we'll have a clock at least, and then some definition as to when trains leave. There you go. Now how would it look if I keep the acacia here? Okay, so even though I've removed it from most locations, maybe there'd be one location where it would be appropriate. And we can add a door here and a door here. And of course we'll need the inevitable sign. Or an inevitable sign, if I could actually take one. There you go, the inevitable sign. You authorized personnel only. There you go. So this could be authorized personnel only. We come in here and this will be our storage area. Good. Now we have some walls. We have chests. We have a floor. We have absolutely... Oh, that looks ugly. Oh, that looks ugly. Well, let's... I think that'll look a lot better, so let's put this back here. Put our clock back there. There you go. Yeah, that looks much better. So we have everything here except for, of course, a ceiling. What kind of ceiling should I use for this place? Personally, I would like to have a bright roof. If I had plenty of quartz, I would probably go with something like that, but I don't think I have enough quartz in order to make a roof, especially not for all the sides. What I'm going to do is instead, I am going to use... Oh, this is a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. I want to use slabs. So if I'm going to use slabs, then I want the slabs to be on the lower half so that they will be spawn proof. I was about to put them up right here, which is not going to be spawn proof. So let me think about how I'm going to arrange this. What I'm going to try is a variation of what I did before. Is I am going to have these stairs like this, but above that I'll have a stair in the opposite direction, an upward one there, and then I'll build the roof like this. I'm going to see if this works out. Looks a bit warehousey, but then it is a storage room, so that shouldn't be all that unexpected. I think that works out reasonably well. At least certainly a lot better than that acacia did. And on this end, very well. Actually, I really don't like those stairs the way I've got them there, because now it looks like it's just going to trap in any water that falls, and I realize that water isn't exactly known as a plentiful resource in this area. Perhaps the stairs were just suitable for giving me a template on which to do things. Well, if it was just going to be used for a template, I could just build half the stairs that I had there. But I will be needing the stairs for the next segment, so they're not going to go to waste. But yes, I think just giving me something in which to bear down on, and then doing what I want there, I think actually works. I think I like that a lot better. I think we could just imagine it's a very slightly sloped roofs, perhaps, then that will help to drain the water. Because in Minecraft, it's very hard to represent very slight slopes. Now I'm going to have to get down here. Well, managed it. At the very least, it's an improvement over what I had last time. So that means next I'll have a choice between either doing the ticket area or the food court. I think the food court would be the better one. That way I could get my permanent farm setup going. So I'll just grow a little bit more pumpkin pie in between, get things moving, and start to come up with a nice design for our little cafe here. Where we're going to be selling, I was just thinking just pumpkin pies, but maybe we could sell watermelons also. Something for me to think about. But that's all the time we have for today, and next time, let's start on our food court when we return to the Railroad Challenge.